in the house. Let's figure this out together. All right. How much have you learned since last year? All right, let's get into it. I may say he or she, so just take the messages and the energy. Hold on, let me just change this here because I still got to change my description. Just delete a couple words and enter a few changes. Here we go. All right, let's get into it. There's a lot of distractions from beginning something new, but somebody is having like a soul calling that they have to return to someone, something, someplace. Okay, like an ancient calling is being like a time capsule energy, let's say. And it has to do with love. It could be love. You're the one for me, is what it's saying. Libra. It could be love is the driving force as well. It could be love is the driving force. Hey, Ascended Stars, Zen TV, welcome. Welcome one and all. Happy Monday night. Does not feel like a Monday night. Happy Monday night. Libra, what are we going through here? We have the really nice energy, responsible, reliable, dependable, but a very loving wife, caring, capable, maybe boss woman energy, boss, but like prefers to be committed to someone and in partnerships. Sometimes I'll tell you the zodiac signs. Sometimes I'll give you the descriptions, and it could be any zodiac sign. If you resonate with that, then you just identify. Okay, so there's some anxiety here. Somebody can't sleep. Something's keeping them up at night. They're not being able to see clearly. Something's fuzzy. They don't want an offer. It has to do with an offer that somebody thinks that they're not going to get. Okay, there's a couple. Oh my God. Yeah, it has to do with love for sure. Libra, the relationship part of your, okay, the wheel's turning in your favor. You are represented as the King of Swords, but it looks like things are moving in your favor. You're very strategic, or you have your eye on the prize. There's emotions involved, or you're a very creative person and you're a visionary, and this is just the beginning of something that you started in a past life. We did have something like this similar in a past life, okay? You could be doing this with your partner, or you're about to meet this partner. It's a heavy energy here, where maybe your partner's single, and they have, for them to keep up with you, it's a lot of it's a heavy load for somebody. It's exhausting. Somebody's exhausted. Here's a new beginning. Somebody's going off to a new adventure with you, Libra. Okay, be careful with your money. There's something going on. Maybe this is greed that you might regret if you don't read the fine print in your documents. Yeah. Some people are going to be pushy because you're very creative right now. Okay? Yeah. These are people who are not out for your own, they're out for their own best interest. So you might be backstabbed, what might seem like a wish come true. If you're not careful, you may not want this offer. I heard it's like a back end offer. It's like do the work now and then get paid later. Okay, so there's something that you love to do. Maybe it's something that you love to do. Okay, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe your lover is involved in it too. You met a lover there. Let's see. That's not quite what I wanted to. Yeah. See, this has to do with money. Be careful where you invest your money. There's something funny about the way that they want you to invest money. Oh, this is like, it doesn't always have to be a big lump sum of money, but typically it is. It can also mean time, energy, effort. Something's heartbreaking here. Something, I've been getting this heartbreaking information. Hold on, Libra, what's going on? Maybe it's because you have to leave your lover. There's an energy of separation, or your family, for your career. Yeah, you have to leave someone. You have to leave maybe two women that you love or more. And it doesn't have to be sexual. It could be your mother, your aunt, your grandmother. It could be your wife. But this work takes a lot of time, energy, effort. You're putting in that. You're passionate about what you do. You're a visionary. So what you do, nobody else does. It's very specified, very specific. Yeah, you're very good at it. Like maybe this is like act now while what is that saying? While the iron is hot. That's what it is. Iron. Okay, iron, Saturn. Saturn energy is iron as well. Saturn rules iron. So there is energy here of somebody leaving for a while. They have to turn their back on something. They're going to have to be defensive, or they're being guided to be defensive about working with these other people. Be on guard about working with these other people, because it does look like a wish come true. So this is like travel, but you're going to have to give up something, or this is like a job that you're going to have to give up something working with others. Yeah, it's going to bring popularity, or it's on the internet. You might be a Virgo, or this might be up until September. It's very enticing. You've been waiting to do this. There's a creative component to it, but there's somebody here that's sad about what's going on. So maybe a masculine's career, or a divine feminine's career has to travel, has to move, has to get out and do it. There's a lot of heartbreak energy. Somebody's home. Yeah, somebody doesn't see something about the home. Okay, somebody's single. Somebody feels isolated in the home. Okay, so maybe there's a separation, and somebody feels like it's going to be a desert without somebody else. Maybe this has to do with code. Yeah. Oh, somebody. I'm getting an energy of somebody might invite somebody to the home, but it's like to connect, to hook up. No. What is this about? This is very weird. Somebody's leaving the home. Somebody was at the home and left the home. Somebody has a secret lover? This is weird energy. Maybe somebody's ex wants to return. Ooh. Return of the ex. Return of the Mac. And somebody feels conflicted here, because there's going to be a testing of a relationship.
this may cause somebody to walk away. I don't know. What is this about? Somebody's getting tested, and there's a cycle here about going into the next commitment. Yeah, the Four of Wands. Somebody's not seeing something correctly. Somebody's not seeing the relationship correctly. Somebody's in an unhappy relationship. Somebody wants to walk away and go flirt with other people. In particular, they see you as single and think that they could just come in. That's a very odd energy. Let's see here. I don't know if it's you, but this is Libra energy. Spirit, please give us more information that could be clearer for me, for my collective, to understand the Libra energy. Man, you guys are confusing. Should I stay or should I go now? Heartbreak. Heartbreak about money. Spirit here is saying something about an ex-lover and perhaps a mother of your baby, of your child. This is a visionary. They need to, there is something here happening quickly, and then it's going to move slow, and this cycle is going to end. And there's a mother that feels left out, or there's a woman. There's two women that feel left out in the cold as this cycle closes up. One may be family, one may be a lover and family because they're the baby mama or something like that. And or let's get another deck. This is crazy. I don't really understand what they're saying in this energy, but Libra. Let's get more. I don't want to do this deck. We'll do another deck. Okay, what happened to the music? We have to turn it up. No more commercials. Okay, so let's see here. Oh my God, I have all the decks that I wanted. There was a whole box that I did not know. Okay, we'll do this deck. I haven't done in a while. And you're an air sign, but Mercury is in Cancer. And as I'd like to describe it, it's like talking underwater, basically. Oh, this is reversed. Three of Cups reversed. So not having gatherings, not having the most intimate or closest of gatherings. But that's okay, Libra. That's okay. This deck is not... Oh my gosh. Okay. All right, this is not the deck I should have picked, huh? Somebody's happy. Like, you might be very happy about something, but others don't understand you and can't be happy for you. In particular, maybe feminine energy or supportive. You don't feel supported by family or something. Maybe that could be it. You don't feel as supported as you feel like you. Yeah. Look at this. Somebody's pregnant. Somebody could be pregnant, or this is about waiting, right? Waiting. Seven of Pentacles. There's a baby coming. Maybe this is your baby. This is creating something that nobody understands. It's your particular unique style, fashion, take, whatever. Five of Wands. It's going to be moving fast. Like for you, it seems like this energy is going to be going fast. Let me put my little lights on. I forgot to do that. Hold on. Yeah, the light's going down. The sun's going down. This is something that you can't really share with others. It's like more personal. I mean, just like having a baby. Three of Wands. But it's going to be, you have a vision for this. Like, you know what you want. Eight of Wands. Again, this is more energy of things are going to be moving quite swiftly and fast. And you're going to be trying to, like, you're going to maybe met with alike minds. Like, you can all speak the same language. You know the same jargon. There's a lot of passion for what you're doing. The Star. This could be on the internet. It could have to do with being famous or animation, maybe AI, right? Page of Cups. Spirit is supporting this Two of Wands. Again, that Two of Wands energy is very interesting. This is just the passion you have. You could be doing this with your partner, and you are very emotionally balanced because you seem to have both flow of love with the partner and creative flow with your career. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, this will be making you money. That's all I'm telling you. You will like this. This is all about talking about the money it's going to be made through a creative resource or creative means. It's going to be on the internet. You might be the maestro. Excuse me, I can't say it correctly. Okay, and like maybe doubt is coming right now. Maybe just a whole, or just in general, there's like a lot of people doing all the things that they want to do, living their best life. I'm living my best life. And we have spirit trying to guide you, get you going, get the communication flowing, make sure that everything's done passionately so you can follow through on it. But there's doubt. And then you revert to some maybe sexual, I want that sexual feeling. So maybe you revert to, I want to be touched because then that makes me feel comfortable again. We. Page of Swords. And it's just a matter of like, nobody's going to come up and show you how to do it. You have to get on the internet. You have to go and investigate. You have to meditate. You have to calm your mind, calm your nerves, calm your nervous system, regulate yourself, eat right, drink enough water, make sure you are, your body's what you put in gets out every day. It's extremely important because stuff that doesn't get out becomes toxic inside in every way, shape, or form, especially bathroom, toilet time. Trying to be very PC. All right, so we have that. We have this energy of a lot of retrograde energy where things are at a standstill, and so must you be at a standstill. And pay attention to the things that are fed to you and to the things that you come up with on your own. And make sure that the things that you come up with on your own are not really past things that were fed to you in an unconscious, subconscious form. So, I mean, there's a lot of work to be done. There's a lot of this consciousness coming up to the forum, a lot of birthing of different kinds of communication. The cycle's about to end, the Neptunian cycle that we've been in many lifetimes, many cycles of repeating past things. Yeah. We're closing up a cycle because I think Mercury's going to retrograde in Cancer, if I'm not mistaken, because I'm feeling this energy. It's not going to be fun. So that means that we're going to go back track to emotion. I mean, this is why I got this watery deck, I guess. Yeah, Six of Swords and the Moon. So the things that keep us still and silent and stuck. And our mother's wounds, right? Okay, we got a commercial. Yeah, what our mothers told us, the traumas of our mothers. There's going to be like a lot more psychological consciousness and understanding of a lot of things right now. I guess that's what it feels like. Death. Yeah, here we go. These are secrets. Okay, secrets, that things that mom didn't talk about that happened to mom that she suppressed. So these are going to be like men having to deal with like, wow, I didn't know that happened to mom. And I was already born, or my brother already came, or my sister was here, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. There's a lot of connecting the dots, right? Like that Me Too movement, but in a different, now it's taking on a different form, shape. Yeah. And we're healing these deep wounds that we never really got the time to pay attention to because life was moving so quickly. So people are in some bubbles that they don't want to heal yet. Some people are popping these bubbles, popping bottles, popping bubbles. People who are popping these bubbles are ready to get out
Okay, they're ready, they're healing, they're coming out, they're healing others, but there's other people who are still in incubation time. They're unconscious, they don't get it, they don't. And then usually, like, these are stages when, every 7 years stages. So we have 7 years old, your whole DNA, your whole character is done. And then the next 7 years, your DNA will change again and recreate 14, 21, 27. At 27 is when our brain fully makes the connection of everything. And the brain um, is supposed to be closed up, the corpus corporeum. And then next thing you know, we have that 29.5 Sagittarian cycle, which is something karmic. And then we go into 49.5, which is the Chiron return, which is when dad buys a Porsche, gets a divorce, and he's having a midlife crisis. Or when mom, I don't know what mom does. I don't want to go. Yeah, we'll find out with this Cancer, Jupiter and Cancer, what mom does. But this is judgment time. There's a lot of people like living in different realities, which Yeah, there's an emperor here, definitely. Mr. Bossy Pants. Okay, he's trying to take control. You got two energies, but I keep telling you, these two masculines that are fighting in the Easters, in the astrals, coming in. And who's going to tell you the truth first about whatever it is that they love you, they want to be with you, they want to date you, they want to connect. Let's chill. And we have Page of Wands. So you're just healing, enjoying life, following your passion and what you want to do in life. Good for you. Yay! Girls just want to have fun. All girls just want to have fun. Four of Swords. Again, Miss Divine Feminine is still healing, okay? Healing parts of self, healing parts of the collective, the family lineage, whatever it is. There's a lot of healing taking place. And there's a King of Swords. Like I said, he wants to speak up. He wants to say something to you. And it sounds like it's going to be something very emotionally contemptible. It's like a past life thing that's going to make you feel good. And you might feel like, okay, I have options here. Let me make sure I know what I'm doing. But this might come as a burdensome energy, because then you're going through your own traumas, your own family. You still have to heal. That's why Spirit's not bringing in this person, because we still have to heal. She looks kind of lost in this picture. I find it funny. She looks lost. Like she's like, she's got all these waterfall emotions flooding behind her. And she's like, no, I'm going to just balance myself on this rock and comb my hair and be very calm, cool, collected. And all these emotions are within. And that's somehow we do have to resonate with that. Like we do have to embody where women don't just freak out. People can give you their honest truth in situations. Some people don't have a big bandwidth for emotions. So this is a woman who is well balanced and doesn't is not a hot mess, and comes with a lot of wisdom in the end. But then you have these people who are just like, they got it together for just so long until they freak out. So there's this energy of balance. 8 of Pentacles. And this is, what kind of job do you have? Are you happy with your job? I mean, like, hopefully you don't have to do something indecent to make money. We don't want our society to do that. Okay. So there's something going on here with the 10 of Swords, where thoughts create bad vibes because you start thinking bad, negative things. It's depression. Depression is really repressed anger. It's not expressing emotions that you don't want to express. It's putting a band-aid over stuff. It's ignoring it. But see, now Jupiter's in Cancer, so emotions have to come out because they're gonna be reflected in some way or shape or form in some kind of physical illness. Okay, so we have 3 of Pentacles. So just keep your mind on your money and your money on your mind. You see how the camera guy, I like that. Some people are coming out of reality checks that they didn't expect. They kind of came at them sideways. This is an array of stuff, my friends. Could be homelessness. Even if maybe homelessness happened, it could be that you are still recovering from the pain, the trauma, It could be things like of that nature. These are more psychological things. Scorpio, Pluto is retrograde in Sagittarius. Okay. Sagittarius rules refugees, being in a foreign land. It rules faith, higher education. It's the Temperance card in tarot. It's that grand angel of divine timing. Just wait for it. Wait for it. God's going to say it's worth it when you get it. Okay. You can make it till then. So we have somebody here that wants to offer their cup, but they don't say anything. Like, this is somebody who thinks that they're speaking, but they're not. And they might even be a heavy drinker, to be honest with you. Like, they suppress their emotions and they live life like a functional alcoholic, a functional professional. I am kind of being biased to this energy, but I'm telling you, this is someone who does not communicate, but they're meant to communicate, and they're not. They're not doing it. They're not communicating. Mum's the word. Mumps. Yeah, and that's a heavy load. Who can live like that? No one can live like that. This could be because maybe their feminine role model was like that. Like, told them, boys don't cry, things like that. Like, just take it. You need to be the man of the house. You're 12 years old, damn it. You're going to get kicked out next year if you don't start bringing money into the household. Like stupid stuff. Child labor, breaking child labor laws. Page of Pentacles. If you're entertained, please don't forget to give me a like. Page of Pentacles. So this is a young energy, like really spicy and innocent and curious, a very curious. They want you to be curious. Okay. They want you to continue being curious like you were, like a child, instead of repressing that energy and making it into anger and depression and things like that. They want you to remember what you wanted to do. How did you feel as a kid? Okay. Let that bubble up. Enjoy that energy. Don't be bitter. Be better. Because that brings love to you. People who are more caring, people who are more willing to help you and understand you, and a higher vibration, which is romance even. Go figure. We'll accept that any day. So this person might be a King of Pentacles. They might have already had a marriage. They like family. They value family. I heard family man, family virtues. They may or may not. Okay. They're independent with their money, like they have their own business perhaps. Knight of Swords. They even perhaps watch you if you got your own channel or something. 3 of Swords. Yeah, but they watch you with sadness. Maybe there's some kind of nostalgia. Yeah, divine timing, because they want to come in and speak to you. Knight of Cups. But they don't know what to say. This is a great representation. If they truly don't know what to say, they probably would get in your presence and not understand, like, I gotta communicate something, or I just want to be in your presence. I just want to be hanging out with you, or talk about the good old days. I don't know what this is. This is like, remember when we went blah blah blah. Like, I don't know if you want to do that. Remembering down memory lane. Walking down memory lane. 2 Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles. So we have somebody here that is juggling their money. This could be you. This could be them. Somebody's a drinker here. Somebody has anxiety, and somebody has done moon magic to them. And maybe they're upset. They're depressed about it, and they don't want to tell you. And they broke up with someone. They don't want to share that with you. So this is something that you don't even know what's going on. But you're a high priestess. You might figure it out. You just might figure this out, because when somebody gets in your presence, your spidey senses go crazy, and you know what's up. So we got the Queen of Wands, especially if you're looking good and you're feeling good and you're not, sharing your precious punana magic sticks. Okay, 9 of Wands. Yeah, you're quite defensive about who comes to you. I don't even think you let many masculines come up to you like that. I think masculines are watching you. This is somebody who wants to come up to you because you have a big cup to share. You have a big cup to share. You are loving, kind, caring, and very psychic. At this time, the veil is thin, by the way, even the ancestors. 9 of Pentacles reverse. You will be snatched up pretty soon. Pretty soon, you won't be single. You'll be saying Mrs. Libra, please, aisle 5. All right, the Hermit. Okay, so you're really like entertaining something. You're wholeheartedly into it. And you're not really entertaining too many people, it looks like, my Libra, which is interesting because you do like to be a socialite. 6 of Pentacles. Some of you, not all of you, of course. Yeah, the universe is giving to you, and you're meant to pour into your inner child, like what you want to do. So this kind of selfish, ego entertainment, or I think you want to be admired in your career. I feel like this is something very, yeah, and I think you will be. I think you're shooting for that. I think you're passionate about your career, and that brings this beautiful love connection to you too. I think you might be a couple that travels, a couple that, yeah, that might have a wedding in Hawaii. I don't know, but Hawaii's coming in loud and clear. I told the lady that her nails were like a bright orange, like her nails were like that fluorescent bright orange. This is more deeper. Hers were like more whiter, deeper. I mean, fluorescent. And I said, "You remind me of Hawaii." And she kind of grinned. And I said, "Oh," I go, "Oh, so you like the effect is working. You're at work and dreaming of Hawaii." So yeah, Hawaii might have something to do with it. The islands and Muland, right? So you have a lot of strength. You're going to need it because there's a tower coming, and this tower is the Wheel of Fortune. Things are moving in your favor, and you're going to get family ancestral abundance. Okay, your ancestors, this is so beautiful. Your ancestors are very proud of you, very happy for you. They celebrate you. Amen. Collective, they're proud of you. Okay, and the wheel is turning in your favor, my loves. Things are, just stay positive. This is a time that you've passed the test and you're making it through. Okay, um, you're just over this hump right now that has been keeping you stuck forever. Your ancestors adore you. They're happy. Your mother's mother, father's father. It's so crazy how this is. And the universe wants to bless you. So keep having gratitude, attitude of gratitude. So have a wonderful, blessed night, day, or evening, Libras. You're fabulous. You're beautiful, and you're working on something special. And we can't wait to find out what it is. And it'll be ready before you know it. But right now, people are kind of moving away from you because you can't really stop and entertain them. You have to get your work done, and it's going to be something that's going to affect the world. It could go internet international. All right, thank you. Have a blessed day, and don't forget, on your way out, either double tap or hit that like. It helps me out greatly. Take care. Thank you so much.